Good morning. These are actually my first words in the morning. Sort of. I just woke up. 11 on the timer. And I said, I want to film a video. I'm glad, the camera captures from here up because I have a bunch of clothes on my bed that I have to get to the wardrobe. So yeah. Pause for the popcorn. I don't know. I don't know what I want to talk about. But listen, yesterday I was doing my normal thing, my regular thing, the 101, thank you, Spirit. I was going to modeling. I'm going to a modeling school, so I was going to modeling. Then I came out and I was like, I was sleepy, so I thought I would get back here immediately. But life had other plans. I was like, I'm not sure. Usually when I'm meant to take the bus appears like this. And I get there and I see one bus, another. None of them were the buses that I needed to take. And I was like, Spirit, what's going on? What's going on? So I checked my phone to see if there's any, signs there, any, someone sent me a message, go somewhere else or whatever. Nothing. Okay, so I keep walking and I live in Uruguay, so I went to Palacio Taranco. And I was like, wow, that's really pretty. I had a guided visit, so I didn't get to see much. But I felt like that was what's meant to happen. 212 on the timer. Yeah, that was what's meant to happen. And I was like, okay, the guided visit ended. And I just left. And I felt like that was the right thing to do, 222 on the timer. Okay. And as I leave and I start walking towards the bus stop in which I know my bus comes out of, so that I can just sit there and take it when it's meant to, 2, 3, 4. I check my phone and I see one of my friends texted me and I'm like, what? And she says, hey, I have some tickets for this cool shit. Do you want to come? I'm like, fuck yes. Free tickets to contemporaneous dance. I don't know if that's how you call it in English, whatever. It's like this 0303 on the timer. It's like this dance, this dance that you don't dance for the choreography. For example, ballet, hip hop, you dance for the choreography, for the final visual result. Contemporáneo, you dance to express a feeling, right? And I love that so much. I did that too. So I said, fuck yeah. And I started walking 333 towards the bus stop in which I needed to take that bus. And I realized I did feel like taking the bus that I'm about to gonna take right now when I was waiting for my bus, right? I need to take a bus to come here, and I felt like taking the bus to come here to where I'm going now. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. I mean, it's not. I knew exactly why, but And I took the bus, went there, heavily, divinely guided, and I was like, let's see what spirit wanted me to come here. The performance was divine. My friend divine as always. The performance was divine, and I cannot tell you the way I cried. Like, I was not gonna sub over there, right? But I was like tearing up. And people could see me just look at the performer like this. 0440 on the timer. But it was so divinely guided. The performance indeed was spiritual. The thing that was is that you had the dance group doing these things, right? And as I tell you, in contemporáneo, it's basically you're expressing an idea, a thought, a feeling with the dance, right? It's lovely if you get to see it go 0505. But I was there, and the thing that they did is, the performance started one way, and you had like this dance part, poetry part, dance part, poetry part, right? So they would turn off the lights, and the poetry part will start. Will start. You'll start hearing the poetry part, and the poetry was beautiful. It was beautiful. I wish I could. Oh, how uncomfortable. I wish I could. I wish I could have that poetry back because it was so beautiful. It was basically about, demasking yourself of the things that other people made you feel like you needed to be you. 0550. It says things like 555, like, in order to begin your life, you need to stop living the life that others made you think needed to be your life. That was so, 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 so beautiful. The performance they did was amazing. It was like a midway, right? So they weren't like all the way 616, there, right? They still needed to practice a lot, but I think it still gave me the goosebumps. It still gave me the tears. The tears. I think every artist wants to make people cry. So that was amazing. And I loved it so much. I felt guided to say this, but I think, if you feel guided to go somewhere, and I'm the type of person, I'm fully trusting in spirit, okay? So if spirit tells me, go to the right, go to the right again, go to the right, go to the right, and then keep going, I do it. I do it. I literally just like, spirit, take the wheel. Wherever you want me to go, I'll go, right? And it's on this full trust that I know everywhere spirit wants me to be is for my highest good. Oh, thank you, spirit. It's for my highest good. I'm like, if I need to, take a round about the apple, I'll do it. I don't know how great the things that are coming are, but I know that if I do this, they're coming. And it's not that they're not gonna come, right? But you get what I mean. So yeah, if you feel guided to go somewhere, go. If you feel, if you feel like you shouldn't do something, don't. Trust your intuition always above anything. Anything. And now that I'm eating pop, I'm gonna tell you, do not accept food from people that do not like you. Or for people that you're like, do not. Unless you're like divinely protected and you're like so fucking sure that nothing's gonna happen, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't accept gifts in general from people that, this is for someone that just did, and it's like, do not accept gifts, guys, from people that you're like, I don't know about you. Okay, I feel like that was the message. Someone needed to hear that. So yeah, the dance was incredibly aligned. I cried so much. I loved it so, 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 so much. It was a beautiful experience. And at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I think that released a lot of resistance for me. I don't know exactly how. It was a very, purging thing. I don't know how to explain it, but it released a lot of resistance to me, okay? Parenthesis before we end. And I manifested like this afterwards, right? 90 load on the timer. I manifested like this afterwards, right? I'm a very, very good manifester, right? But sometimes, resistance gets in the way, even to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. Resistance gets in the way, and something that I realized from my own side of the story. Give me a second. Something that I realized is that, when you're constantly manifesting and, wishing for it to be there and this and that and the other, there's this two laws applying, right? The law of attraction, of you attract what you are. And, the other Allah that I do not remember the name of. Okay, but the thing is, if you are manifesting, right? But you are also, in the state of I want that, you can't want something you already have, right? You can't want something you already have. Okay. ¡Ay! No. ¿Cómo es? It's Spanish activated. But yeah, shout out mi amor. But yeah, when I finished that, I came back home and I've been craving specific food that I didn't even know what it was. I've been craving it. And when I was on the bus, I said, and thank you for the dinner, spirits. And I left it like that and I fell asleep. I came home, the dinner. I swear to God, yesterday I ate so much, my stomach was bloated. Okay, like it shapeshifted me. But yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I love you. I love and I love him. Bye.